Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel for the first episode of what will hopefully be a lasting campaign of a new TTRPG, well, new to the channel, the League of Dungeoneers. If you're not sure what this is, it is, as I said, it's a TTRPG, but it is more combat focused and less roleplay focused if you want it to be. And it can be played with anything from one player upwards, so it is perfect for solo dungeon crawling. It is a dungeon crawler, so you're going to be fighting zombies, skeletons, goblins, orcs, minotaurs, you know, all the classic monsters. It's made by Michael Lundstedt, who very generously sent me a copy of this to make some content for you guys, to try and get you interested in his game. If you are interested in it, I have an unboxing. I'll put a link of that up in the corner there, and down in the video description will be a link to the website and the web store where you can purchase a copy of this. There is a PDF on the store that is just the rules, but you do need the other stuff that comes with the game itself, so you will need to buy the physical copy. The PDF is more for owners of the physical copy who decided that they you know, want the PDF just for ease of access. So with that said, I have created 4 characters. You can play with one character and you then use mercenaries, which are basically NPCs, so they have a much simpler stat use and they play more like the NPC the enemies do. But I've gone for the complicated 4 character management, so we'll have a look at them in just a sec, and then we'll go through the scenario that I've chosen. Well, that it's actually the starting scenario. It's an introduction quest. So first of all, I don't actually have a name on this character sheet, so I'll just jot that in quickly. Where is it there? So first of all we have Argon, the human fighter. These along the side here are basically smaller, easier versions of the sheet. Obviously the sheet carries all the information, these just carry the vital information. They are the stat tracker boards. So I've got one for each character there, just off the side of the main board. But anyway, so Argon has a strength of 46, constitution of 37, a dexterity of 35, wisdom of 33, a resolve of 37, ignore the number there, that was just me making notes for math, HP of 18, and he can hold a class 3 weapon in one hand and a class 4 in 2 hands. I will be making, or I may have up, depending on when you're watching this, a video on how to create this character. We actually go through and create this character for this campaign. The other ones I don't go through. The creation for them is very similar, but if you would like to see how to create the other classes, then you can let me know. So his CS, which is his combat skill, so how well he can fight, you can see in brackets, these are all dexterity here, wisdom here with a con on the end. So that is based on these stats, using things from the rule books that may increase or decrease depending on the profession. So his profession is he's a fighter, so his combat skill is 45, his range skill is 40, dodge is 35, lockpicks is 15, barter is 18, heal is 23, alchemy is 8, perception is 23, and foraging is 32. He has a broadsword. Now I've put an R in the hand here because that's what hand it's in, but it is his one-handed. It does a D8 plus 2 damage. It's a class 3 and it weighs 8, so that's its encumbrance. Does a D8 plus 2, sorry. He's got the D8 plus 3 because he actually has a talent on the back here, Mighty Blow, which gives him +1 damage in melee. So I've added it onto the broadsword total damage. It does have 1 point of damage already. Again, anything that you start the game with, the equipment that they're given or that you buy before actually starting the game, you have to roll a d4 to see its durability, how much damage it has. Weapons and armour have 6 points of durability, so obviously he's lost 1, and I've just greyed out the remainder here so I know that I've got the 6 clear. Hit point tracker, ignore that. That was me just doing some test playing. He's got a heater shield, which is defense 6 and encumbrance 10, and a leather jacket. A leather jacket covers both the torso and arms, so it counts as 1. So if he takes durability damage in one, I'm assuming it takes it in the other, and then it's not separate, otherwise that gives it too much durability. Its defense is 3 and its encumbrance is 4. He has a sanity of 8. He's got a torch in his quick slot and 2 beef jerkies in his quick slot. Eating them will give him 1 HP back. Obviously experience is 0. He spent all his starting money. Each character gets 150 coins. He spent all that, and then his encumbrance is all his weapons, shield, clothing and all that. And then in his backpack he's got an extra torch. His talents, he's got Disciplined, Mighty Blow and Fast. So Fast gives him a permanent +1 to movement. Typically characters move 4, so he can move 5. Disciplined, I cannot remember what that says, but I did put a page note so that I can check it up if I need to use that. For his perks, he's got Heroic Force of Will, which gives him +10 to skills and stat checks. That costs an energy to use a perk. Again, we'll go through all that as we're playing through. Next up, we've got Paddywhack the Halfling. He is an alchemist. He's obviously, these characters are all level 1. He does actually have 1 luck because he is a halfling, so I've actually put that in wrong. So 1 luck, 1 energy. His strength is 29, his constitution is 29, his dexterity is 43, his wisdom is 39, his resolve is 50, his HP is 12, and he can hold a class 1 up to a level, I've got these the wrong way around, up to a level 3, and a class 2 up to a level 2. So it's class 1. I think I might have them all wrong. I'll leave that for now, 2 and 3. I think I might have that all wrong. I think it's the other way around. He has a short sword on him, which is a D6 plus 2 damage, class 2, encumbrance 7, and it is dual wield. So if he has a second one in the other hand, you don't attack with each weapon. You attack and you just add the +2 to the damage. Kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's because it's in his offhand that it's giving some damage. It's just giving the +2 part, not the D6. He's also got a padded jacket, which is defense 2, encumbrance 5, and is stackable. And again, that goes on his arms and torso. He's got a set of bandages in his first quick slot. These are just the rag ones, so they're 1d4 healing, I think, but you get 3 of them in a single thing. In his other slots, I've put them on his belt. He's got an alchemy belt, so he's got 2 healing potions and a cure poison. On the back, he's got a recipe, so he knows how to make a weak potion of healing that uses 1 human blood and 1 weeping clover. He's then carrying alchemist tools, which will help him forage for items, for things. He's got a lunaberry, an ashen ginger, and a weeping clover, 2 human bloods, and a spider fang. And his talents are that he has resistance to poison and again heroic force of will. He does have a background. I forgot to say it for the fighter, but this background is the well. If he survives 5 encounters in corridors, he will gain the tunnel fighter talent. So I have given him tracker for that. He does actually also have, because he's an elf, Nope, he's a halfling, so no, that's fine. So yeah, that's him. Then we have the Wizard Mistra, a female elf. I should have said that the Paddywhack is a male, Argon is a male, Mistra is female. I think Paddywhack I may actually make to female. I think I'm going to make her female, and Arwen is a male. So yeah, Mistra, 27 strength, 29 con, 43 dexterity, 41 wisdom, 60 mana. Ignore the 56 I was using, again just testing them. Same with the HP there and all of that. Probably should have written these on new sheets. So he can have a level 2 one-handed and a level 1 two-handed. He's got a staff, which is 1d8 damage, class 2, encumbrance 5, and if he's in a defensive, then he gets plus 10 to parry, but it only has 4 durability, and it's already lost a point of that. The padded jacket that he's wearing, I should say, I haven't rolled for durability yet, so I will do that now quickly. 2, so she's lost 2 points of encumbrance durability on that. So she's got a padded jacket, which is defense 3. That should be 2, I think. Padded jacket is 2, leather jacket is 3. So padded jacket is 2. I don't know why I've written 3 there. Again, that is stackable, and that is encumbrance 5. And gear-wise, she's got 2 rations and an extra staff on her that is also heavily damaged. No, less damaged. It's got 3 or 4 durability. She's afraid of heights. She gets plus 10 to resistance on fear tests, but half, not resistance, sorry, resolve, but she gets half resolve and a CS and RS of minus 20 when on bridges. So she's heavily affected on bridges. She has the 3 spells, Hand of Death, Healing Hand, and I've actually got that different. That should be Flare there. So she can do a bit of combat stuff with a bit of healing. Flare is a CV of 8 mana, 10. Upkeep is 0, and the effect is 1d8 of ranged damage. So it's 1d8 DMG, and it's magic missile and quick. Now I do have reference cards for these. So I've got the Hand of Death, the Flare, and the light healing spells. And then yeah, she's got the perfect hearing and the night vision. And then finally, Arwen, the rogue elf, or the elf rogue. 35 strength, 27 constitution, 47 dexterity, 44 wisdom, 40 resolve, 11 HP, and I'm sure I've got these backwards, but 2 and 3 for the hands. Let me just check that. But I think I have written that backwards for all of them. Yes, and that's because in the book it's written 2 and 1, not 1 and 2. So all of those are actually the other way around, because on the sheets they are written as 1 and 2. So it's 2 and 3, 3 and 2. 4 and 3. 3 and 2. And 2 and 1. Okay, and then finishing off with Arwen's stats. So he's got a rapier and a sling, a padded jacket as well, 10 lockpicks, a torch, 15 coin left over from spending, has the talents Backstabber, Streetwise, and the perk Heroic Force of Will. I've also got to put on there that they've got the same perks as this one, which is the Perfect Hearing and Night Vision. He's then got Cooking Gear and 3 rations. So Perfect Hearing, and Night Vision. So yep, that's all of the characters. So there's sheets I'm just keeping off to the side here. I'll be using the stat trackers. Again, you can buy these on the website, but I'll be using those to keep track of their stats. Now I've got them off to the side because whilst I've been playing my own testing, I'd pull the rule book out, drop it or something because I'm clumsy. They were all along the bottom here and it would knock all these little trackers off flying, and I'd have to try and remember things. So yeah, so with that said, I have not printed off this quest because it is, so the quests in the rulebook are all at the back here. So we've got quest book 1. So we are doing the First Blood introductory quest, and then we'll be moving into the Dead Rising campaign. So we'll go through this and then I'll explain a little bit as we go what I'm doing. This isn't so much intended to be a how to play series as more of a I hope you enjoy watching me play series, but I will try and teach some of the rules. I'm not going to teach everything because there is a lot to learn, and I've literally had this for less than a week at the time of recording this, so I'm going to get a lot of things wrong. But as I learn the rules, I may be able to answer questions and stuff if you have any questions in the comments. And obviously if I miss things or get things wrong, then let me know down there, and hopefully I'll try and remember it for future videos. So First Blood, the introductory quest. The heroes have travelled for days and are finally nearing their destination in the village. After so long on the road, the idea of sleeping in a real bed at the inn is alluring. However, with the sun setting, you realise you must spend one more night out in the open. You find a suitable spot and make camp. You take turns keeping watch, and as usual, nothing much happens during the night. Just before dawn, though, the hero on watch suddenly snaps to high alert at the faint sound of stealthy footsteps. Realising the potential peril, they quickly try to wake the rest of the party. As they fumble to rise, a gang of bandits charges out of the darkness. So first of all, we need to grab the bandits. So I do have these in the bandit standee box set up from when I was playing. So we need a bandit leader, 2 bandits with short swords, which will be this one and one of the other ones. That's the bandit leader. So we've got a bandit leader, bandit with a short sword, and 1 bandit with a short bow, dagger, and has armor 0. There's the other bandit. Then we have the cards for them. So these 2. So we've got the bandit leader and the bandit. They are just off screen here. I'm just keeping them there for reference. And then I've also got these weapon cards, which are what the heroes have here. Weapon reference cards that come with the game. So we've got 1 with a short sword, or 2 with a short sword, sorry, 1 with a short bow and dagger, and then 1 that has armor 1, a shield, and a long sword. So the one thing I'm not entirely sure about this, and you guys, if you play the game, you can let me know. So he's a -10 to hit, and a bandit is -5. Does that mean that the armor 1 has already been the shield has already been added or not. And the same with the armor 1. He's got natural armor. Is that what the armor 1 counts for, or is that on top of it that he has additional armor? Because I am confused on that, on what they can and can't do. So yeah, setting up. Locate the corresponding monster cards. Use 4 wilderness outdoor tiles. Special rule: the bandits gain +2 initiative tokens on the first turn as they surprise the sleeping heroes. Due to the darkness, no one can see or shoot further than 10 squares. The scenario die is not used. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll dice. So we need a D8. So the D8 is going to represent which side they come on. Each half is 2 tiles, so we're going to have each tile be a number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the bandit leader is going to be on 2. So he's going to be coming in from this tile. Now we're going to have X be green, Y be red on these dice. So green, red. So 5 in, 2 up. So the bandit leader is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So he's hiding under the tree there. Next we'll do the ranged guy. So he is coming in at 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's sneaking in from the back of their camp there. And again 5 and up. Well, that's actually a D12, isn't it? So yeah, we'll have to use a D12 with them. That's fine. So he's coming in 8 in and 8 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll be on barrel, so we're just going to put him forward. So he snuck his way through the camp here. Next we have one of the other guys. So 8 will be this one down here, and he will go 4 in and 1 up. Typical. So he is right behind this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up. So yeah, he is far away, which is also going to make that a bit awkward. And finally the last guy, 2, so up here, 11 in and 3 up. And 3 up. So we've got 11 will be here, 1, 2, 3 is here. So the heroes all start in the middle. So that guy actually snuck really close on them. I don't know why they're in the middle and not in their camp, but you know, never mind, that's just the way we are told to set up. Initiative tokens. Where's my initiative bag or token bag? So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens for the bad guys plus an extra 2 because they've ambushed us. And for our heroes, we actually get 4 tokens plus an extra 2 because the 2 elves have the hearing buff. So I do actually need to grab 1 more token, so just a minute, guys. So, with 6 tokens each going into the bag, initiative is going to be fairly standard, or fairly even, I should say. Okay, let's try and get this really jingled up. So first of all, we draw an initiative token, and we've got black. So I think first of all, we'll get this guy down here onto the board. He's too far away to do anything, so he is just going to move. Oh, actually, no, we do have 1 minute, guys. Okay, so I forgot we do actually have some reference cards here, because there is a basic enemy actions card that determines what order we activate enemies in. So magic user or enemies armed with ranged weapons, so the first person to move is going to be the archer up there. Then any enemy adjacent to a hero that could make room for more enemies, which is nobody yet. Then an enemy adjacent to a hero, none. Enemy closest to a hero that could charge, so this guy will be second. An enemy that has enough space to move its full movement, so that would be him next, and then this guy would actually be last. So first of all, this guy, he can shoot, because we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they're within there, so we are enough squares away that he can shoot. So his actions will be on that one. Okay, so we've got humans with missile weapon. So if adjacent to a hero and equipped with a close combat weapon, roll on the table below. We're not. If within 2 squares of a hero and equipped with a ranged weapon, move up to M squares away but remain in line of sight. Reload at the same time. If unable to move away, switch to close combat weapon. Move up to M spaces to get into position that increases its odds to hit, including climbing objects. Reload at the same time. Skip this rule if the above rule was performed this turn. 4 would be to reload a missile weapon. 5, you roll on this table. So we'll be rolling on the table because he doesn't meet any of the first conditions. So we take a d10 and we score a 6. So on a 3 to 7, he shoots. See target. So the target will always be prioritied a wizard or warrior priest with ongoing spell or prayer. That isn't happening. They don't have an ongoing thing. 1d10 will be 1 to 4 will be the closest hero, then a hero with a ranged weapon, and then a magic user on 8 to 10. So we'll roll this again. A 5, which will be the hero with the ranged weapon. Now Arwen does have the sling. It is a ranged weapon, I suppose, so we'll count it as him, and he is the closest as well, so he's going to aim here. So for attacking, we roll a d100, and if we get the right card here, we compare it to the CS. We have to roll lower than their CS or RS. He's ranged, so it's the ranged skill RS, so 35. He's not that great at the ranged. There's no other bonuses on here for him, so it's 35, and he's aiming at Arwen. He's got 108, so you ignore this because he's rolled the 100 on here, so this gets ignored. So he's gone well over, which means he's missed. Every character, heroes and enemies, get 2 AP. So because he did a basic shot, he'll do another one, and this time scored 75. So nope, he misses. and that will be the end of his turn. So what I do is just place one. Oh, don't slide it along the board because you'll mess them up. So I'll place one near him so I know that he's had his turn. Otherwise I'll just place him on the bandit card. So that is how a turn goes, or sort of part of how a turn goes. So now we do another turn, we draw a white token this time, so this time it's us. We get to choose. We could roll a D4 or a D8 and say 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. But I'm just going to choose, and we're going to have Argon is going to chase. He's going to charge. That's why I was thinking the sound. He's going to charge, so it's 2 AP to charge, I think. But an attack is part of that charge. So I just want to double check the rule on that. So yes, a charge attack is 2 AP. In order to charge an enemy, there must be at least one empty square between you and the enemy. A charge must also be done. The character is allowed to change facing. You must move up to your maximum movement adjacent to the enemy, any of the 3 squares in front of the enemy, and perform a standard attack. Your momentum will give you plus 10 CS. A successful charge attack will stagger the target even if it does not lose HP. So we get plus 10 CS to this. RCS is 45, so that's 55. The bandit has a -5 to hit, so that brings it down to 50. So we've got a 50% chance of doing this, and we get a 100. Now that's not good, because a 100 means not only have we messed up, but we just damaged our weapon. So the broadsword, if I can find it for Argon, we now has 2 damage on it. No, yes, 2 durability on it, because he already had 1. So yeah, he just messed that turn up. So we'll place that on Arwen's board. Argon's board, sorry. So next would be an enemy adjacent to a hero that could make room for more enemies. I have no idea what they mean by that, but seeing as he's adjacent to a hero, it will be him. So his way of attacking is, if adjacent to a hero, make room for more enemies to attack if possible. Shove if necessary. Only shove once per turn, then attack. That's the point. He did actually shove him, so they are back 1. Not that it matters. If adjacent, roll on the attack table. So we roll a d10. A 5, 3 to 5 is a standard attack. So same again, except now we're using the CS instead of the RS. 77 misses, and then his second one will be a 38, which hits. Now Argon has a shield, so he's going to try and parry, which I believe is done with a strength attack. We're not entering parry starts, we are just trying to parry. So we're not in a parry stance, so if not in a parry stance, if your hero performed a power attack in its last action, it didn't, If not, the hero may try to dodge an attack by making a dodge skill if successful. If the hero is equipped with a shield, he may also parry one attack per turn with a CS 15. So you can parry and dodge in a turn. Does that mean one or the other, or could I attempt both? I'm assuming if I'm going to try and block, I'm not going to be trying to dive out the way. So we could try a dodge or CS 15. So combat skill is 45. That would put it down to 30. His dodge skill is 35. So we're actually going to try and dodge. And of course we get 100. So that means that the damage carries through. So now we need to roll for damage, which is for a short sword, 1d6 plus 2. And it would be a 6, wouldn't it? So that's an 8. He's wearing leather armor, which deducts 3 points off of that damage. So that means only 5 goes through, but he does take a point of damage on the armor. Assuming first, actually, we have to roll to see where it hits. And yes, it hit his chest. So he takes 5 points of damage. So he's on 18, so that's down to 13. And that's his second go because the first one missed. So that's his turn done. Next we have a white. This time we'll have, let's see, 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, nothing's going to reach there. So we'll have Mistra. She's going to do, or to cast Flare. So the way that I understand it is we have to make a roll to see if she can do the damage. Now she has an AA, which is a Arcana ability, I think it is, of 51. So she'll need to roll a 51 or under. I can try and attack twice, or I can focus, which adds 10 to her AA, so I would need less than 61. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, she's 10 away, 7 or 8 away, so that's fine. She can reach. We're going to focus, so she's going to use her first AP to focus, which gives her 61. And I do believe this isn't a ranged skill. 72, so she still misses. That sucks. So nothing there. And even though she missed or failed, she still cast half. It costs 10 to cast it, so she loses 5 mana. So she is now down to 55. Next in the bag. Oh, another white. Okay, so let's have Paddywhack move over to some cover. So 1, 2, 3, and then yeah, she's going to wait because this guy's going to have to move there. If we get closer, they'll be within charging range and he'll get the extra for charging, which obviously we don't want. So that will be her done. She's going to spend her next, where is it? I believe there is a thing that she can Overwatch. So this is a special action used with the alternative activation. See the Overwatch section. We can put her into a parry stance. Well, we may as well. We'll put her in a parry stance because there's nothing else that she can do. I have a token there, so we'll put that there for her so we know she's in a parry stance. Now, we could put that on their status things, but I think it's more accurate to put it there. I'm going to notice it. Okay, so we've got 2 enemies and 2 heroes left, which means there's 4 tokens of each still in the bag. And we've drawn an enemy. So it'll be the captain next, I believe. And he is, that would put him, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be too many. 1, no, that wouldn't work. So yeah, he's too far away to really do anything, so he is just going to try and get closer. Will he use his full movement? Yep, we'll move towards the closest enemy, avoiding traps and may climb objects if needed. So closest enemy would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be here then. So that's used both his AP to get to there. So we've got a white token. Oh, let's put him in a predicament, because we're now going to take Arwen, and he is going to go 1, 2 with a charge attack, and using his rapier, which is a -5 to, gives -5 to hit in close combat, because he's fast, so he doesn't get -5 on his CS. That's to do with the other thing. I think that's what it is. It's not -5 off the dice. It's -5 to hit. Yeah. So -5 to be able to hit him. So his CS is 47 -10 because we are attacking the bandit leader. That is a... Reroll that because that was cocked. So we've got 47, which isn't enough. He needed 37. Oh no, he's charging, so it would add the +10. So 47. It neutralised it. So yes, that did work. So 47 hits. We need to roll, I think it's a D6 +1. So that's 5 total damage. The bandit leader does have natural armor 1 with armor 1, so I think that is -2, so that leaves 2 points of damage to him. So I've got a couple of tokens and we'll put them on the bandit leader card because it's only him. So Arwen has used all of his because he charged. Another white token, awesome. So the only one that hasn't gone now is, nope, Paddywhack's gone. So the only one that hasn't gone then is this bandit down here, so he's going to move his. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So that's the end of the turn. So parry starts, I believe, goes away. Tokens will go back in the bag. minus the 2 for surprise now. The same with the white token, so 2 out of there. There's still 2 tokens in the bag, so we'll take them out. Oh, there's 3 tokens in the bag, there should be. 1, 2, 3, so we've got 4 white tokens and 4 black tokens. Cool. So let's move these out of the way. Who's first? Enemy. Ranged enemy first is going to shoot at Argon there. So we've got 35 range skill, 76 misses, and then again 47, that misses. I did forget to see what he would actually do, but that's fine. So he's done. We'll put his token down here rather than spreading it across the board. Next one is another black one. Let's make sure they are fully jumbled up. There we go. So this would be someone that can make room. So they're all the same, so we're just going to have this guy attack Arwen. So 5, close combat weapon, that's a standard attack. That's 100. So there is a thing for enemies. If they get 100, I believe, because they can't get weapon damage, I think they fumble. So they drop the weapon. Enemy fumbles. Look at that, I happened to put it right on that page. An enemy that rolls 100 when attacking drops its weapon if it has one or falls over. Picking up the weapon requires 1 action and a successful dexterity roll. Standing up costs 1 action. It will continue until it succeeds. So he's dropped his weapon. And if I can find the dropped weapon, there we go. Brilliant. That was his second go, so he can't actually do anything now until his next turn. Another black token? Wow. Okay, so seeing as the leader is here, we'll have him go. He is going to 10, I believe that's a power attack. Uses a skill or special talent. He has no special skills, so it will be a standard attack. .75 misses, and I should have said that this is on Paddywhack. And 108, he's dropped his weapon as well. Wow. Have I got another dropped weapon token? I don't think I grabbed that many out. I wasn't expecting them all to be that silly. I did forget to load his weapon as well. Oops. Prone, webbed. Dropped weapon, there we go. So he's dropped his weapon. That was his second attack. So he's done. And the last black token, wow, they've all had their go first. So that would be this guy. Not that guy, sorry, this one. So he wouldn't have been attacking him anyway, he's attacking this one. So first of all, what is he doing? 6, that's a power attack. So 2 AP. Plus 10 to it, so he needs 60 or less. And wow, he's dropped his weapon as well. Give me a second, guys, while I try and grab the token bag. And there it is, dropped weapon right there. These have got to be the worst bandits ever. Which means all of the tokens now 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so all the tokens in the bag are white. So what we'll do is just work through our heroes. So first of all, Argon is going to attack the bandit there. He needs 45, minus 5 is 40. We're going to power attack, so 50. 45, there you go, so that hits. His is a D8 plus 3. 8, oh wow, look at that, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the bandit has 12 points of health, so he is close. I'm going to put that one near him because there's 3 bandits. So that's all of his turn done. We'll have what is it? Paddywhack is going to attack this guy with a power attack. His CS is 38, so it's going to be 48 minus 5 is 43. 68. Nope, that misses. So that's 2 of them done. Then we've got, who have we got? Mistra and Arwen. So Arwen will attack this guy in the back. That's a 53. I forgot to say it was a power attack, but it is a power attack. So he needed 47. Plus the 10 is 57. Minus the 10 because of the bandit leader having a minus 10. Brings it back down to 47, so he's missed. And then finally we've got Mistra. So she's actually going to charge and hit this guy with the staff. I think, no. She's going to use Hand of Death. So she's going to use her first AP to get close to him, and then her second AP is going to grab him. This is a close combat spell where the caster touches the enemy and causes them harm through magical energy. The target loses 1d10 hit points, which ignores armor. Its CV is 7, and it's 8 mana to cast it. So she has a 51 minus 7 is 48. 77. So no, that's a miss. That does cost her 4 XP, so she's now down to 51. And there is a thing for a miscast. So we've got the quick reference here. Casting. So the type was touch. We made the skill check and it was not a success. Roll above the miscast threshold. Now that I'm not sure. So the miscast threshold is 95, minus 5 if the caster is injured, minus 5 per AP of focus, and 1 per point of increased power. So none of that, and it wasn't above a 95, so no miscast problems there. And that is everybody's turn done. So now we are on to turn 3. What I'm going to do is drop these in a little bit randomly and then jiggle them up just to make sure they're shuffling in there. And we put a white. May as well have Argon go. He's going to do another power attack because the guy hasn't got a weapon, so I'm not really too worried about needing to defend. And we've scored a 10. Yeah, 10. So that's perfect. That hits. 5, and I believe we get to re-roll, but I don't want to because chances are I'm not going to get higher than that. And with a power attack, you have to accept the next roll, whatever it results. And if it goes lower than that, then obviously not as good. So 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. He's got 11, so he is dead. So there's 1 bandit dead. And that's the end of Argon's turn. He's going to turn that way just to face the archer. Now we've got a black token, which will be the archer. Excuse me. So first of all, what are we going to do? A 1, I believe, is a where are we with a missile? 1 to 2 is aim, but he does need to reload first. So he's reloading and then he's aiming. So it's 1 AP to reload. I should actually put a thing there. So now he's loaded and he's aiming at Argon. That's going to give him +10 to his RS next time. Another black token, so this time we'll do it the bandit leader because that guy's dead. So bandit leader is going to, he's got a 5, which is a 3 to 6, a standard attack 3 to 5. So standard attack 60, he's attacking Paddywhack there, 55, so he gets it. Paddywhack was not in a stance because he did power attack, so he can't do anything. So that hits. That is a D12 because he's using a long sword. Oh, this could hurt, especially if he gets a 12. A 4. Oh, is that a D12? Yes. So he gets a 4. So Paddywhack takes 4 points of damage. So from 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So that's 1 cube there, and then we take that one off. He's not under half health, so he's not wounded yet. If a hero drops below 50% health rounded up, then they are wounded. So that's fine. So that was a standard attack. He does have a second attack. That's cocked. 18, that one hits. 10. That's not good because he's only got 8 points of health left, so he is actually down. So he is wounded, 1 AP, so we'll put that there. And he is prone, so we'll put that there. So he is bleeding out. Great. Oh, actually, he was saying that he didn't pick up his weapon, did he? So my bad. There's him hitting, so he wouldn't even have hit anybody because he's not picked up a weapon. So we'll do all of that again. So picking up a weapon is his dexterity, and it is 1 AP plus a dexterity test. So his dexterity is 35. 44, so first one didn't pick it up. Second AP 17, so he's picked his weapon up, but that was all of his turn done. Oh, good job I remembered that because that just saved Paddywhack. Tokens. A white. Everybody's down on this bandit leader and that, aren't they? Bandit leader has 2 points of damage and he's got 16 HP. So Paddywhack is going to do a standard attack needing 38 minus 10 is 28. 65, that's a fail, and then he's going to go into a parry stance. So that's minus, what is that? Plus 15 to dodge or shield when he tries to parry. Okay, so that's all of his turn done. And that would be this guy here. He's got a dropped weapon, we'll remember it this time. So his dexterity is 30, that's 59, so that misses. He, fails to pick it up. And then 37 still fails to pick it up, so he's still got a dropped weapon. And then we've got 2 more white tokens left in the bag. So first one will be Mistra. She is going to try and touch this guy. She's going to focus, so that's going to use 1 AP. We do have a focus thing here, so that's plus 10 to AA. So that's now 61. And she scores a 56. It's 61 minus, I don't think it's -5. I don't know if that applies, the 2 hit. You'll have to let me know, guys, if 2 hit applies to magic, or if that's just ranged and melee. Either way, I'm counting it for now, so that's, oh no, because she's got the -7. So that's 61 minus 7 would be 54. She's just missed it again. So that's another 4 points used. So that's 51, 50, 59, 58, 57. 47 rather. Oh dear. And then finally we've got Arwen with the rapier is going to power attack the bandit leader in the back. So that's a 47, 57 minus the 10, so it's 47, 86. Nope. I don't think I have a power attack token to remind me. That's fine. Parry stance, power attack. It's on the back of that one. Do I have more parry stance? There we go. So that's power attacked. Hopefully I'll remember that. Okay, tokens back in the bag. You actually have to take 1 token out because a black token comes out because obviously the bandit has died. So white, black, white, 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 black, black. Black token first, so that'll be the ranger at the back. Now he is loaded and he is focus aiming, so he gets plus 10 to hit Argon. So his range RS is now 45, and it's 55. It's over. So that's that off, and he is unloaded. So he will use his next thing to load. So that's that there. Another black token, so we'll put that one there, and then this black token. So that will be the bandit leader. He is going to power attack. Nope, standard attack. And that is going to be on Paddy Whack. That's an 81, so that misses. Because he had 60 plus the 70 for the power attack. Or is it an extra 15 for a power attack? Plus 20, so he's 60, 70, 80. It was 81, so it's still a miss anyway. So yeah, that's fine. So that's his turn used up. A white token. So we got Argon is too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to get right up in his face. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for his second AP, he's just going to move there because it's 2 to do a charge attack, so he can't charge. black token, so that will be this guy here. What's he going to do? Oh, he needs to try and pick his weapon up, doesn't he? 56, that's a fail. 79, that's still a fail. He's not picking that weapon up. Okay, that leaves all white tokens in here. So first of all, parry stance is now gone, power attack has now gone, and the focus has gone. We'll use Paddy Whack. She is going to do a power attack this time, so that's a 48 minus his 10 is back down to 38, and we scored a 49. Really? Oh no, a power attack's plus 20, isn't it? That's what I've been doing wrong. I've been doing plus 10. Is that a power attack for both? Just says apply modifiers to CES. I'm assuming that's a plus 20 as well for a power attack. So that would be 58 minus 10 would be 48. And it's a 49, so it's still a miss. Okay, next up we'll do Mistra. She's going to do a power attack on this guy with her staff. So that's a 58 minus the 5 is 53. 75, that misses. So both of them have done power attacks. And then the same with Arwen around the back there. So that's a 67 minus the 10 for him is a 57, and that's 108. She's just damaged her sword. That had 1 durability damage on it, so now it's got 2. And I believe that is it. She went, and she went, and she's gone. So yep, tokens back in the bag. Good. So Argon up the top there is going to do a power attack. He's going to try and smash the hell out of this guy. 37 does it. So that's a D8 plus 3. 7, 10 total. That leaves him with 2 points of health. That's brilliant, and that's his turn done. Oh, another white one. These are gone. So let's see if Mistra can do any better trying to shock the bandit leader. So she's going to do Hand of Death, which is 51, and she got a 51. Ah, no, because minus 7 for the CV, the casting value. So nope, she failed that. So that's 4 more off. So 7's it's down to 3. That sucks. That's her done. Oh no, that was just the 1. She's got another one. It's only 1 to cast. Come on. Less than, what do we want? 44. So 44 or under. She gets 109. Oh, that's above the mishap threshold. Okay, so it was a touch. It was above the miscast threshold, so it's a miscast. Roll on the miscast table, which is page 63 of the rulebook. So we've got a D10, and we rolled a 10. Oh, that's not good. Okay. A magic blast is unleashed from the wizard, causing 1d10 damage to any character within 3 squares, ignoring armor and... Oh! So is that including her? So we're just going to do d10 and all of them will receive the same amount. 6 points of damage to each of them. So the bandit leader is now on 8 points of damage. The bandit is on 6 points of damage. So they're both wounded. Actually, they're not quite under yet because 6 is half. So when they are 50%, under 50%, I think it is. And 8 is half of 16. So 1 more point of damage and they're both wounded. And then we've got within 3 squares, so 1, 2. So yep, Paddywhack, Arwen and Mistra. So 6 points for Mistra puts her down to 6, so she is halved. Paddywhack, the same, almost halved. And Arwen is actually just below half, she is on 5, so she is wounded. So she's only got 1 AP. Oh, well, that couldn't have gone any worse. Black token. Okay, so ranged guy first. He does have a close combat weapon. So if adjacent to a hero and equipped with a close combat, he's going to do a parry stance or an attack. So that one, a 0 is a 10, so standard attack. So that is going to be 50, and that's 89. So then he'll try again. That's cocked. That's 44. That one hits. So that is a d6 plus 2. 4, 5, 6. That's 6 damage. But Argon has gone, and he did power attack, so he can't block it. So that's 6 points minus the 3. So his armor takes a point of damage, and then he takes 3 points of damage. So his armor got 2 points of damage left, and he'll take 3. So he is down from 13 to 10. Not looking good. I just realised I did 2 lots of attack for him. So no, he's not. So he's back to 13 because it doesn't count because he is bloodied. Wounded. So he only gets 1 AP, not 2. My bad. See guys, a lot of rules to try and remember, but when you remember them, then there we go. Okay, so we've got another white token. Let's go with Paddywhack. So she's still just above half. Well, she's on half. So I'm pretty sure that she's not wounded just yet. She is going to do a regular attack. At 81 is nothing, and then she's going to go into the parry stance. And then we've got 1 white and 2 black tokens in here. So yeah, black token will be him. He's not fully wounded yet. A 10 means he's doing a special, no special, so he does a standard. So he's got a CS of 60 and 68, so that misses. His next one, and this is on Paddywhack, is 107. It was cocked. I'll redo it. 41. So that one hits. Paddywhack is going to try and dodge. She doesn't have a shield. So her dodge is 33 plus the 15 from that is 48. 69. She doesn't dodge, so she's about to take a real bad amount of damage. 2 points of damage. Okay. Is there any plus to that? I think there's a plus. No, there's no plus. It's just a longsword. So 2 points of damage to her. Does put her below the threshold. So she's on 4. So she is wounded. And that is his turn's done. So we've got 1 white and 1 black token left in there. So black token would be this guy here. He's got to pick up his weapon still. 71, nothing. 58, nothing. He's still not picking that up. As far as I understand, there's no bonus that increases each time to eventually pick it up. So finally, Arwen at the back there is going to attack. She's going to do a power attack on him. So that's 67. Mine is his 10 is 57. And it's 61, really. Okay. Just trying to think. Parry starts, yet she's used it, so that turns over now. She power attacked. So we've got a white. May as well have Argon up there, finish that guy off. We'll do it as a power attack, so that's 65 minus 5 is 60. 62 as if. He's just done a power attack. Okay, so that would be him up there. He's only got the 1 chance, so he's just going to do a standard attack. And 31 hits. And that is a d6 plus 2. So that's 4 points of damage against the 3. So that's another point of damage to Argon's armor. But he only takes the 1 point of health damage this time. So right, no, 2 points of health damage. I think he's now weak as well. 18 minus 4. 12 minus 4 puts him on 8, which is just below the threshold. So yep, he is wounded as well. Now I've got bandages I could use for Paddywhack, but I don't want to in this combat. I should be able to beat them even with 1 AP each, because they've only got 1 AP or almost. Okay, so white token. That should have come off. Oh, it would come off now. So yeah, we'll have her Arwen attacks. That's 57. 14. Brilliant. That is a d6 plus 1. 7. And he's on 8. So that's 15. So he is heavily wounded. I don't think, oh I do, so there's a wounded token for him, and that's him done. Alright, so now all he can do is a standard attack, so he is on CS 60. and 71 misses. And that will be this guy. He's got to try and pick up his weapon still. Can he do it? 37. He needs a 30 or under. And his second one, 38. Nope, still not getting there, mate. Right, so we've got two more. So Mistra is going to power attack this guy. So that's going to be a 53. 13 hits. That's a D8. Nice, come on. 6 points of damage, and he only had 6 left. So that is him dead. 2 bandits down. Nice one, Mistra. And then Paddywhack, for her last turn, is going to power attack as well. So we got 58 minus 10 is 48. And we are on 36. That's a hit. She is a D6 plus 2. That's a 1 plus 2 is 3. He's on 15, so that kills him. Bandit leader is dead. So that leaves 4 on 1. Let's just make sure I've got the right number of tokens in here. So that's 4 white and 1 black. All we need is a white and our Aragon. We'll kill him. And there you go. So let's have a go at it. 45, so that's 60. 70. Wow, he missed. And that was a power attack, so I'll leave that token there for him. Okay. Arwen is going to power attack her slingshot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, she can hit him. So she's going to power attack her slingshot at him, which is a 62 or less. 36, that hits. That's a D8. That one only needs 2, and she scores a 2. That's him dead. There we go. Awesome. So what I'm going to do with this, guys, is we're going to quickly add up the experience, and we'll get that on their character sheets, because we are coming up to a little over an hour, well, just over an hour now, and I want to try and keep these to less than an hour, so they will be broken up into smaller parts in other quests. So they are going to head to the nearest town, I believe. Let's just have a look. So, Aftermath. With the bandits dead, the party decides to gather their gear and continue their travel. They arrive at the settlement without further issues. Head to the settlement chapter and start by rolling for settlement event. Then decide where this adventure will take your heroes. So, first of all, we actually want to get XP added up. So we've got 3 at 90, so that's 270. A bandit leader at 130, so that's 400 XP total. So that's 400 for each of them. Okay, then they do actually have some treasure on them. So we can see here that the bandit leader has a T2 treasure and the bandits have T1. So that's 3 T1 and a T2 treasure. So we roll a D10 on these two tables. So we'll do the tier 2 first. An 8 is nothing but scrap. Great, well done. And for the tier 1s, we have a 5, which is nothing but scrap, a 10, which is nothing but scrap, and a 2, which is 20 coin. So 20 coin, we'll just give that to Aragorn. And what I'll do is add that into my coin purse. So I'm using the coin purse that comes with the game, but I am actually using different coins. Apologies to Michael for this, but the coins are the one thing that I don't like. Now, you only get them with the Queen edition, you don't get them with the Knave edition. And what I don't like about them is the 50s and the 10s are too close in colour, that they're just too difficult to look at or to figure out just by looking. You actually have to really look on the numbers. So I've got these coins which came with this bag. I got them on Amazon. These moon-shaped ones I use to represent 500s. The golds I use to represent 100. These ones are 10s, so we've got 2 of these that I'm going to have. Actually, we'll do 1 and then we'll do 5 ones. So they're 10s, and then the ones, if I can find some, are these triangle ones. So I'm going to sort out 10 of those so that I've got plenty of ones. 1, 2, 3. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any 5s. I could mix in some from Michael's and say that they're 5s, because they are, again, they are different, but we should have enough here. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So what I'm using this for is it makes it easier. I mean, I could, just do math, but it makes it a little bit more fun when paying NPCs, buying stuff, trading and things like that. And it means that I can just track the group funds in one thing instead of having them each have their own money, and they're all going to share the funds and just buy what they can between them anyway. So that's the 20 coins in there. So experience has gone on. Yes, they've all got their experience. The coins that they do have written on them, because they all had 15 each apart from Argon, so he'll take that 20, and then that is what is in the bag. Let's see. So when moving into a town for the first time, we need to check the event cards. I don't think I have settlement event cards. I don't think they're in this one or in this thing. We are in Irondale in the north. I can't take this off. In fact, no, we'll do this next session, guys, because there's going to be a little bit of stuff that we'll do in the town. Health wise, I'm not going to heal anybody. They're going to spend a night in the inn anyway. They've just got to town. There's not really a lot of money or coin or anything that they can earn, so they're going to spend the night in the inn, which you can see is 15 coin, and then that will allow them to heal up. And once they're healed is when they'll then go into starting the campaign. So I will leave it there. Now I know there are a couple of things that I missed playing that game. If you guys spotted them, let me know down in the comments. I will say one of them, I forgot that he has a shield and I wasn't rolling for his parrying with a shield. He never went into a parry stance, but you could still block with a shield, I think, unless enemies have to be in a parry stance. So yeah, there was that. I think I got everything else. If I didn't get it, then I caught it after the fact and I was able to just sort of retcon it a little bit, such as when Paddywhack got knocked unconscious. I forgot that he actually didn't have a weapon in his hands and shouldn't have been able to hit her, but I did catch that. I'm pretty sure I caught everything else with the power attacks and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, let me know down in the comments. If you play this game, let me know what you enjoy about it down there. Let me know any mistakes I made. I'm sure you guys will spot them. If you are recently subscribed to the channel, then a huge thank you to you for subscribing and a warm welcome to the channel. If you're not yet subscribed but are interested in painting videos, playthroughs such as this, and board games with miniatures reviews, so that's any kind of tabletop board games that features miniatures or paintable miniatures, so things such as this, then hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. The cardboard tokens that I'm using for this currently, guys, are what come with the game. You do get them, but I am planning on slowly over the course of the campaign swapping out miniatures or tokens for miniatures. I've actually got 4 heroes that I plan to buy from Reaper Miniatures to represent the heroes, so I will be doing painting stuff for those, including putting them up on my TikTok as soon as I get a new account set up on there, that is. Otherwise I'll go up in the Instagram and I'll probably put them up on here as well, how to paint them up. I will be doing terrain stuff. I've got a 3D printer, so I may go through and show you guys how to 3D print some terrain, but it is in a bit of a state, so that's may show you guys. If not, then any other terrain that I buy will paint up, and I may look at purchasing terrain and miniatures so we can do reviews on those. I'll be using miniatures from other board games such as Curse City, Hero Quest, Zombicide, the older stuff, maybe Dark Souls, but I don't think the scale quite works. They're a little on the larger side, so I may not use those. And then Dungeons and Dragons, Nolzur's miniatures, Reaper's miniatures, you name it, I'll be buying it or I own it, and we'll be doing some painting videos. So yeah, hit subscribe for that, ding that bell, get those notifications of when new videos go live, and share my videos to your friends. Post them on Facebook groups. Anybody inquires about painting videos, send them my way. Let's get this channel growing. Anyway, that is all from me, guys. So as always, until next time, take it easy, keep painting those minis.